who are the top 10 players in LIWB going into 2026. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Sean Peak, captain of the Hitmen, sent me a list compiling his top 10 players going into the 2026 season. So I'm going to react to it, give you guys my honest reactions, things I agree with, things I disagree with. I'm expecting some crazy bias because we know Sean's going to put some crazy bias in here. Let me know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments. Maybe send me a list. I'll do some more reactions. Maybe I'll give my top 10 list. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more off-season reactions. Super excited for the 2026 season, and let's get right into it. All right, let's see this list. Ranking LIWB's top 10 players for 2026. This ranking does not include players who are set to debut in 2026. So we got no rookies on this list. That makes sense. Coming in at number 10, we have Cole Violi. Okay, yeah, I agree with this. Cole's definitely top 10. He's a good hitter. He's looking better pitching-wise. He's kind of the guy you've been waiting for that breakout to come. Every year waiting for the Cole breakout. It just hasn't came, but pause. But yeah, he's a really good hitter. One of the better non-captain hitters in the league for sure. His pitching has some work to do, but it seems like he's getting better and better every year. See what Sean said here. What he's done so far. Cole comes off an all-star season and kicks off the top 10 perfectly. While he is not great in every facet of the game, he proved to be the best hitter on his team despite not being the captain. I agree, yep. The LIWB's offense was really bad last year, and he was by far the best hitter on that team. So I think going forward, he could for sure be a big piece in a good team. Performance last season highlighted both his talent and his potential, making it clear that he can be a true difference maker when he finds consistency. That's what I was saying before. Just waiting for the breakout to come. He can be one of the best players in the league for sure. Heading into his fourth season, Cole is determined to take his game to the next level. He looks to improve at the plate while becoming more consistent as a pitcher. A side of his game that he can elevate him into an elite tier of player. Yeah, I agree. His pitches for sure have some crazy potential on them. If he just finds some consistency, I think he could be elite. I like this ranking. Yeah, this isn't bad. Would he be in my top 10? Probably. Not sure where he would be, but he'd for sure be in the top 10. I like this ranking. All right, coming in at number 9, we have Devin Yesnick. Yep, Devin's definitely top 10. Guy who's been here a while. You know what you're getting from Devin. He's getting on base. You know, he even showed a little bit of power this year, which we didn't know he had in him, but he showed a good bit of power this year. He was putting the ball out of the park. Pitching-wise was never always as fast of the game, but he showed some potential in his last playoff game, so hopefully he can continue it going forward. See what Sean said. Devin endured one of the toughest seasons of his football career, struggling at the plate on defense, and both a key reason for his low ranking. Yeah, for sure he had a down year, but you know what you're getting out of Devin. Defensive-wise, he definitely struggled early on, but defense was he'll fix that. Defense is come and go. Yeah, in the biggest game of his life, he rose to the challenge on the mound, delivering 3 shutout innings of pitching. That's what I was saying before. Hopefully the pitching stays alive, you know. He was dealing. Devin could step up in unexpected ways and remind everybody of the talent that once earned him a batting title and Comeback Player of the Year award. Yep, I agree. He has the talent. You know what you're getting out of Devin. I think we can maybe see the best year of his career next year. Devin enters 2026 determined to bounce back and restore his reputation. Yep, that's what I'm saying. I really think 2026 we might see the best version of Devin that we've ever seen. If he just puts all the pieces together, the power and the contact ability we've seen before, he could be elite. Number 8, Ryan Barlow. Yeah, I mean, Barlow had a breakout year this year, and he earned himself a captain spot for 2026. Yeah, I definitely think Barlow's in the top 10. Barlow looked really, really good last year. Love to see Barlow doing well in the Whales, especially because that team was really bad, but he broke out in a big way. See what Sean had to say. Ryan's 2025 season ended with a breakout performance in the wildcard game where he went toe-to-toe with established ace Matt Ostrowski's crazy. But yeah, he pitched really, really good. They lost because obviously they lost because the team sucks. Hopefully he could take that into 2026 with his new captain spot, and maybe he'll build himself a dynasty or something. He's coming in at number 7. Number 7, Greg Monty. Hell yeah. Greg's definitely top 10. Definitely not as high as he used to be. You know, the league added talent and he kind of fell off a little bit, but he's still definitely top 10. He's still one of the best players in the league. He's definitely inconsistent. You don't really know what you're always getting out of Greg, but when he's playing at his best, he's one of the best hitters in the league. And even last year, he showed that he could pitch a little bit. He pitched really, really well when he got traded to the Lingos. Let's see what Sean had to say. Greg entered the season as the first overall draft pick and endured early struggles in the Leprechauns. Yeah, you know, that team was a disaster, so he had to get out of there. Once you get out of there, you know, you just needed to change the scenery. Pressure of living up to the hype weighed on him early. I don't even know if it was the hype. I think that team was just a disaster. After a midseason trade to the Flamingos, he turned things around in a big way, cutting his ERA to 4.8. Yeah, he stepped up in a big way for that team. You know, a lot of people thought they had World Series aspirations, but they couldn't quite figure it out in the end. But yeah, Greg showed that he's still himself. He's still Greg, and you're probably going to see him go in the top 3 of the draft once again, as he does every year. See what else Sean had to say. Greg now faces a pivotal moment with the spotlight brighter than ever. Jesse emerging as new consensus for the top overall slot in the upcoming draft. The battle between the two will take center stage and become one of the league's best storylines. Yeah, I agree. Not to spoil some of the list here, I'm assuming Jesse's going to be up there somewhere, as I expected him to be. Yeah, Greg's still one of the best players in the league. I like this ranking here. Coming in number 6, Joe Palmentary. That feels low to me. 6 feels low. He's still, inconsistent on the mound, but at his best, he's one of the best pitchers in the league, probably top 3 or 4. He's still probably a top 3 bat. His teams always suck, but that doesn't take away from him as a player. I think he's still top 5. Let's see what Sean had to say. Man is one of the league's most talented two-way captains, even though he's still searching for his first World Series title. Yeah, I don't really think you could take that away from him as a player, though. He's an elite bat. He's a top 3 bat. He's probably a top 4 pitcher. I don't understand how he's not in the top 5. Heading into 2026, Joe looks to bring stability and consistency to his game. Yeah, he definitely was inconsistent this year, but the overall numbers ended up good. Joe was elite. I think this is too low for Joe. Let's see who's number 5, Jesse Wilson. Yeah, he's not better than Joe. Little Timar appearance here. What's up, Timar? Jesse's just not better than Joe. His stats were good, but he didn't have to face Oz or Sean. His pitching stats were good, but they weren't as good as they could have been. He played well in the postseason for sure. I'll give him that. He's still definitely in the top 6, maybe top 7, but I don't think I could put him above Joe. Joe just has the longevity that Jesse doesn't have. See what Sean had to say here. Delivered in big moments. Yep, making a strong case for postseason MVP. He definitely did. I'll give it to him. He played well in the postseason. He's still one of the best players in the league. Probably the best rookie we've ever seen. But I can't give him the nod above Joe. I'm not giving him the nod above Joe. Although that being said, I would still love to have him on my team. Jesse, come to the Hippos. Number 4, we have me, Joey Altmann. Yeah, I'm cool with this. I think I'd personally put myself at 3. I'm not going to say who I'm better than. We'll get to that when he comes. But I think I'd put myself top 3 still. The gloves elite, the bat's elite. I got to get the pitching down for sure. All right, Sean said kicking off the top 5, but this is number 4. Sean, get your shit together. But, 2024, I had a great. This is the best season of my career. This year, I still had a really, really good hitting year. I don't know. I think I'm top 3, but, Sean doesn't think so. That's cool, but I disagree. Coming number 3 of Jack Brandel. Yeah, I think I'm just better than Jack right now. Jack had a down year hitting-wise. His pitching definitely stepped up, but I would still put myself above Jack. But 2-time home run derby champ, that's pretty tight. Shout out Jack, good job. Had a great year. He's definitely still one of the most dangerous hitters in the league. He's still an elite home run hitter, probably the best we've ever seen. If he finally got a teammate on his team, and they went a long way, that was a dangerous team, finally showed that he can put together a World Series contending team. Him and Greg looked like an amazing duo. He's still definitely elite. He's still top 4, maybe even top 3. But, I don't know if I would put him this high. Maybe I would. I'd have to think about it, but it's really close. But I'm not trying to take it away from him. He's still one of the best players in the league. Hopefully his pitching can stay consistent for 2026, and hopefully the bat stays alive. We saw him in the MLW tournament take a professional player deep, so hopefully he continues. Love to see Jack perform. Here we go. Coming in number 2, we have Sean Peak. I just don't know if I could put Sean this high. The pitching is elite, but I don't know if I could put him this high. The bat's just not there for me. You got to have an elite bat. Chicks love the long ball. He just doesn't give me the long ball. It may have been the greatest pitching season of all time. Maybe. There's some really good pitching seasons out there. It's definitely one of the best. In the offensive regression year, he put together. He was one of the biggest reasons why there was an offensive regression. The pitching is elite for sure. The bat's just not there for me. 492 with 22 homers is really good. League best 79 RBIs, but he's not facing Oz. He's not facing him. He's not facing himself. He's not facing Jesse. Like, I just can't give it to him. He doesn't have to face the elite pitchers that some of the other guys have to face. And he also just, a lot of those stats are stat padding stats. I just don't see the bat as elite. Although he did step it up in the World Series. I'll give it to him. Big home runs off Oz that we've never seen really happen before. I just don't think I'd put him at 2. But definitely top 3, top 4. Hopefully he takes it into 2026 and has another great year. The World Series also definitely helps. I'll give it to him. But when you have the best non-captain on your team, it definitely takes away from it. But it's still an elite year from Sean. Coming in at number 1, obviously, it was going to be Oz. Oz is the best pitcher we've ever seen. He's dominant every year. He's always dominant. Led the league in whip. Yep, you know what you're getting out of Oz. No one's hitting him. No one's scoring runs off him, except for in the World Series. And last year, he quietly had maybe the best offensive year of his career. Crazy amount of walks. He had like double the amount of walks and strikeouts. You know, hopefully he goes out there and he can win himself a ring. He hasn't won a ring in a while, despite being the best player in the league every year. So hopefully he can go out there and win a ring, but he's definitely number 1. He's definitely the consensus. He's the best player in the league. That was my reaction for Sean's top 10 players in LIWB. It was a pretty solid list. Maybe I'll make my list. If you guys want to see my list, let me know down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Check out the website. All that. You know what to do. See you next time.